Not ringing a bell. I mean, I probably read Wizard's First Rule 16 years ago, right? Can't be expected to remember every part of every book, especially with all the drugs I've done. Like, it's a miracle I remember the things I do remember at
The
times.
spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Please go auto explore. Flat cannons is great to have. Ooh, we probably want to get out cruisers if anything, and we have an archaeological site pending. Darren Stewart reports findings records from the last Char Mark-raid ever held on a ship he is studying. It took place long before the collapse of the Charmark civilization. The only item on the agenda was a new foe for the Horde had encountered. The Chalmoks did not care to learn their identity, referring to them simply as Orange Freaks. They had conducted a series of hit-and-run attacks on smaller, more isolated clans of the Horde, which for the Charmark was something unheard of, and finding themselves on the receiving end of the attacks for once was a cause of great concern. Keep digging, right? Joe Abercrombie? I need to like dedicate some more time to just reading then. Books. The Blade itself, Half of King, Best Are Cold, Last Argument of Kings Before They Are Hanged. These things all look to be in the similar series. No, I can hardly read, as you can tell from our Stellaris playing. This is the first Law Trilogy, which is The Blade itself, Before They Are Hanged, The Last Argument of Kings, the Great Levering Trilogy, The Age of Madness, the Shattered Sea Trilogy. Listen to those. I should. That's what I should actually start doing. I should stop watching other streams and just start listening to books. The first Law Trilogy? Okay, let me write this down so that I can take a look at it later. So I don't really play games anymore, Bluetooth, when I'm not streaming. The only game I actually have loaded up off stream in the past like 2 weeks is probably Counter-Strike, which I need then to be able to hear and stuff. Yeah, that's what I might have to do, Banjo. And then I'll come by like when I finish and we can have a discussion. And then yeah, but yeah, I don't game off stream like at all anymore. I instead am doing editing stuff, always working on other stuff for the stream. I exercise and work out. And part of the reason is the games that I would want to play, I want to stream, and so I don't want to continue a game like Stellaris or something, a campaign that people are getting invested to, that they spend their time here with for each like campaign and learn about how it functions. And I would hate for it to go from you know what it is now, we're in a war with with the Zerg, to we control half the galaxy overnight, you know. See, that seems like something that would be certainly enjoyable, gaming with kids. I don't have kids, friends like that, but yeah, I don't game off stream anymore. Like, it's not because I don't want to, I just don't feel like it, you know. I spend already 8 to 10 hours a day gaming, right? I should do a LAN party. I gotta have friends to do a LAN party. Plus, we were talking about this earlier. I hate planning shit like this. It gives me social anxiety, just thinking about planning stuff like that, of having to like set up multiplayer type events. I much prefer my current experience of I stream single player games, and get to enjoy with you guys and chat with you, but like without having in Discord or things of that nature. And it's nothing against you guys. You guys are probably all like wonderful people, but like I don't sit in Discord very often, even with the people that I'm super comfortable with. It's just like, yeah, that's my own anxiety and my own need to control at some level, for sure, like what the background noise is or what the what's going on, right? Yeah, if I only streamed like 10 hours a week, I would play more games off stream. But I stream like 80 hours a week. No, not 80. It's closer to like 70, right? Nah, probably like 60. We'll say 60 hours a week. Because I stream on the weekends, even though I don't plan it. I stream like 10 hours a day during the week. I'm just streaming constantly. So when I'm not streaming, one, I don't like also spending all my time in other streams. I do stop by and I like to hang out with certain people, especially Banjo. I love stopping by in the evening with your streams. Your stream is super chill. I love when you're playing with your wife, right? Because those games are always fun and there's always ragging going on. But like, I like to relax. I load up some music. I'll do some editing, and I'll chill. I'm very active in my Discord. Like if there's ever questions with Stellaris or Fallout or Path of Exile, I'm more than happy to answer and to help out. But yeah, I like chilling. I like relaxing. And I think that's the other thing that's okay. We're gonna devolve into another subject, right? There's a lot of people I like who I don't always want to be in their stream when they're streaming, right? I try to create a stream that I want to watch, and I like to watch streams that don't have loud music playing. Like this is a big thing for me. I don't care about your music. I just don't. I don't subjugate you guys to my music because unless we're like grinding out Path of Exile for 10 hours or some shit, then there might be music on. But like, I want either game sounds and you talking. Like if I enjoy you talking and interacting, that's great. But if you're playing loud music, that's not my type of music. That's the biggest thing for me to click off of any stream. If your stream is there to try to be a loud mess, I think that's the best way to put it. Like freaking everything's over the top, shock value, lots of screaming and yelling. That's a real quick way for me to freaking click off. I like the occasional like surprises, things like that, you know, from streamers, the interaction, the genuine interaction with themselves in the game and their reaction. But like when everything is about freaking, oh my god, we need a clip, stuff like that, I'm like, no, and stuff. I like just chill streams. I love Robert Loves Games is fantastic to chill in, right? Because he's very much like that. He's just like very chill, very mellow. Padinsky, I'm chilling in all the time. Greggy's most of the time. Greggy's is super enjoyable. His intro is really loud is my biggest issue there. Like it's fucking ear breaking if you have your volume on, right? But yeah, and so like I don't know. That's what I'm looking for in the streams, and that's what I enjoy, and that's what I try to produce. So yeah. We've received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that called themselves the Time Lord's Mandate. Interesting. We are the Time Lord Mandate, minions of the wise High President Gessler 1. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology, and whether you agree with these goals or not, we trust you will remain amicable neighbors. Our praise the divine for this meeting. They are located way out here. Oh my god, very far away, right? This baby can stream for 12 hours a day. This baby cannot stream for 12 hours a day. Very rarely, if so. And yeah, there is so many car salesmen. I think like one of the bigger streamers I watch though is I really enjoy Deadpine, right? He's a Minecraft streamer who's very down to earth, very chill, very relaxed. And he plays like super hardcore packs, which I like. So it's like I like the style of that. Oh, that's the other thing. If not necessarily people I've already known, I'm sure there's a great subset of people out there who play things on easier difficulties. But when I'm looking for new streamers, I want people who are challenging themselves as well, right? Like especially for certain games that I like to play and like to watch. Like I like watching Stellaris, as well as playing it, but it's very challenging for me to watch people who play on easy difficulties and then struggle with it, right? And you don't have to be good at the game necessarily, but like people, if you're not good at 4X or you don't have the patience for it, I don't enjoy watching you struggle with that. Like I get frustrated and I dislike a lot when I'm frustrated on stream and not understanding how something's not working and things of that nature. And I don't like displaying that. But I mean, like I've tuned into people who have it on like the easiest difficulties and are just getting smashed because they haven't checked anything. They haven't checked their opponent's weaknesses. They haven't checked their own ships. They haven't even looked at how the interaction of things work, like with alloys to to consumer goods, for food, for anything like that, for growth population, for percentages, things of that nature. And that's not what I want to watch, right? Like I love watching like Quill 18 go into a game that he may have never played before, having to learn how things function, how things interact with each other. And yeah, it can be +0, but I know how to get them, right? Like, it's not about that, but like, I'm not going in a deficit. I'm not ruining my empire and going, why do I have none of this? Well, it's because you're using them all to get amenities and you didn't reproduce more. But you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna, I like people that challenge, right? Yeah, and I think that's some of what I'm trying to get at, I guess, with the Banjo. It's these people like are playing it, right? And they don't like that genre of game or don't approach it in a way that I enjoy watching. I'm not looking for them to be frustrated the entire time. I'm looking for people who are going to learn, to experience a game, and to get enjoyment from that challenge of learning, right? Want to know a story of how I called a player in tabletop I was hosting a bitch, causing them to lose everything? Yes. Yes, I would like to know why you're calling people a bitch, because it seems a little hostile. All right, let's get upgrades out for these real quick.
Debris analyzed.
We have construction ship ready to do more constructing, so build that, then build these. What is our current income, by the way? 6.3. All right, that's good, right? I mean, I don't think I watch a lot of popular games.
Our ships have been improved.
But it's like, it's challenging to find... It's challenging to find people that you like want to get to know and join their community with. Like that's definitely part of the challenge of Twitch, is there's so many people out there, and when I have a certain style I like, it's a lot more work to freaking figure it out. I got very lucky. I'll be first to admit, very lucky that Great Padinsky pointed me in the direction of Banjo and of Rob, right? And then Pixel Hearts in general, because I was pretty much never gonna join a stream team, anything at all. I was like, just not my thing. Even when Padinsky jumped over to it, I was like, but then I got to start meeting like I think it was Rob was one of the first. I think Banjo, you were one of the first as well I met over in that group when he was hosting, and then Dad Tier as well. And you guys are all freaking just great people. Padinsky's great at finding great people to get to know, and so I'm very lucky to have met him. And I met him through Gamer Greggy, and yeah, it's freaking, it's a lot of luck with that, right? Actually, I do want the war exhaustion. Shit. Let's go with the habitability. This guy in the group got super mega lucky in rewards. Got addicted to gamble mechanic at the inn. His luck continued to gambling, so GM'd saying you can gamble more than what the base game lets you to speed up the process, and it only lets you gamble 5 coins at most. Well, over time, I kept increasing the amounts. Finally reached 350 gold in like 10 minutes in the game. It takes like 10 hours of being very greedy to reach that much gold. Okay, so you can buy all the weapons and gear in the game he needed. Basically sold all the stories came into offer. Why not bet 350? Said no, I'm good. I called him a bitch. He peer pressured, bet 350 and lost it all. Oh, that was his fault. He needed to not peer pressure, right? And so, and we're happy to have you here, Bluetooth. Like, I've been very lucky with you guys as well in my community. Like, you guys are freaking great. We've had a few bad eggs here and there that we've had to deal with, but for the most part, freaking, you don't really get the trolls. You don't get people trying to come back in and just cause problems over and over again. Been very lucky. My mod team gets excited when they ban people, because it happens just so rarely, right? It's like, oh shit, hammer time, boys. We better break them out. Archaeologists working on Sail B2 accidentally triggered an array of ancient but still functioning sentry guns. Several archaeologists was caught in their firing zone. Darren Stewart eventually managed to disable the guns, but there were several fatalities. We lost a clue. It's not a big deal at all. We got 1 more year until we're back at war, boys. 1 year until war. Let's get some ships built. What do we want? What fleet is the question? 1.8k is pretty good to like take some of these systems back, right? I think we're gonna freaking beeline with our main fleet to this planet. We don't have plasma launchers, do we? We don't have any large. Oh, we could throw freaking medium disruptors on here. We do have plasma throwers though. Oh gosh. Okay. This does reduce shield damage. Energy seems king. Energy is king in Stellaris for sure, because you turn everything into energy and then energy to buy other things. Change it to gambling was once per visit in the second edition, but since we were playing the first edition, you can't do it now. Yeah, well, I mean, that's a good way to do it though, man. If you can convince them to gamble, call him a bitch. Your friend's weak, but good on you. Yeah, he's been sarcastic. We're not getting rid of Bluetooth. No, most of the trolls that we've had to deal with they don't return after, you know, the first while. I try to be nice though. I try to just time out for like 10 minutes, and then if they want to talk a little bit after, they're welcome to. But yeah, we've had to deal with some people. Iron Banner ended at noon, but turns out you love all of Destiny 2's PvP. Have you done Gambit yet, Nemo? And how are you today? Gambit's like my thing. I like a lot. Dude, am I really just gonna go freaking plasma throwers at range 60? I can't justify that. Not on freaking destroyers. Okay, I think we leave them how they are. I think we get 10 more Corvettes out. Yeah, give me 10 more Corvettes for the moment. The Galaxy Market has been discovered in Time Lord Mandate territory. Okay, right. Pile of regular PvP missions done. You want to move on? Not it's like the only thing I ever do again. Hey, if you're enjoying the PvP, man, like, that's definitely more than I can say. And so keep freaking doing that. Gambit was fun though. Like, Gambit was super enjoyable. I wasn't a huge fan of the Crucible though. The Crucible felt like a lot of like just trading. The mode where you get to like actually like do King of the Hill type stuff, I did enjoy somewhat. But like the straight just like PvP is not my thing. I gotta have objective based stuff, which is more than just get kills. I have already explained. Reroute the power converter to the auxiliary manifold. No, not that power converter. Must I do everything customers, welcome, please. We bear many goods. We have many wares, all carted safely through the stars for your convenience. What do you have to offer? We have a ship, a destroyer. Very good, fast, strong, well equipped. Certainly not getting rid of it for reasons. Oh no. No time to let your mechanics examine it. You want my ship, do you not? Give us 200 minerals and the ship is yours. I mean, I'm gonna accept it. A pleasure, a joy to deal with the Colonial. We will visit again. It's the Super Clanker. One large caravan cannon. The range of 100. It's going to try to go up to a range of 30. 1,000 hull points. My Corvettes have more frickin' life than this piece of shit. I mean, it looks pretty though. It seriously has one gun on it. Got tier 3 hyperdrive. And plasma thrusters. Damn. Like, that could have been something much better. Yeah, enter orbit here. We'll group you up with our second fleet. They can have one destroyer until you get destroyed. We call those console plebs, Nemo. I mean, there's a lot of brain dead people on PC as well, but there's certainly more on the console plebs. I actually don't know if there's crossplay at all. I was making fun of console people. Gotta reignite that war. Alright, New Caprica has so many freaking amenities. Here's what we need to do. What are we doing? You have an abyss, right? Oh, dude, can we build the abyssal mine? We can. Let's build the abyssal mine and let's get more housing involved as well. All right, so our current president has died. That was Laura Roslin, finally. Console for a first-person shooter, though. I mean, you can play console for a lot of great things, but for an FPS, I would take all of these, probably except claim influence cost. Though happiness from Wendigo is probably the best. All right, Wendigo, you're gonna become the new president. You're gonna run with a policy of defense platforms to secure the border, increase happiness, and anomaly research speed increased, right? As I tell everyone, if you want to get good at FPSs, if you want to get better, play Counter-Strike. Learn how to aim in Counter-Strike and play well in Counter-Strike, and it will translate to every other shooter. Scientists real super drives develop new skills. They become an expertise in biology.
System survey complete.
But yeah, I mean, I can see playing Apex with a controller. Quasimodo does it. He does pretty well at it. It definitely is not at the same like level though of a PC player for the most part. I guess there's a few console players that probably are like the exception and compete with freaking PC players.
Complete.
But for the most part, you're gonna have an advantage using keyboard and mouse. Guys, I can get 15% off my next month of Omega if I want to. The center of galactic commerce is manifested in the Lastris system within the borders of the Republic of Odegur. The Odegurian administration has officially legitimized this marketplace where resources can be bought and sold through unaffiliated third parties. Upon entering the system of Gawartan, scientist Banjo Bon Jovi on board the science ship ISS Einstein has detected large amounts of space debris in orbit of the star. Sensors estimate the orbit of most of the debris is roughly the same as the system's only 2 planets, one of which seems to be a molten world. ISS Einstein scanners are also detecting an unusual amount of carbon and various other organic materials on the second planet, which may indicate a thriving ecosystem. We should definitely launch a full exploratory investigation on both planets. It's a Gaia world. We're gonna get another Gaia world because we are just the frickin' best. On Apex, it might be. I don't know. I haven't installed Apex or followed anything about Apex in a long time. Another Gaia world out here, though, is fantastic. We already have one up here. We're going to get one up here. Our empire is coming along nicely. We have a frickin' search in time to be claiming at some point. And we got a month to war. Are you guys ready to frickin' go to war?
Special project complete.
Despite a thorough investigation of the Meredith planet, scientist Banjo Bon Jovi could not find any solid evidence of what has transpired here. Several material samples do not match what we detected on the second planet with our onboard sensors. We should direct our next investigation there. Let's continue. Poor Meredith. How big of a planet are you gonna let us have?
Special project complete.
Science ship ISS Einstein sensors are going wild with local transmission data. It appears something or someone on the planet is trying to communicate with us. Wait, sensor data is suggesting it's not someone on the planet that's trying to communicate. It's the planet itself on screen. Small creatures in your metal ships, why have you come to see Xandar? I have not had visitors for ages. Oh, great and mighty one, we have finally found you. Great one. I have not been called that in a long time. I will tell you now, pitiful little ones. I am no god or mystical great one. Do not worship me. Oh, you test us, great one. I do not. You are just like them, the ones that ended my friend. Like them? The ancient and powerful empire. They called themselves the children of the shroud, and all they lived for was the suffering of others in the name of their preposterous religion. All we wanted to do was watch the star, and they sacrificed her in the name of their preposterous religion. And for that, I ended their existence. All of them. You ended them? Yes, all of them. I turned their planets against them. Slowly they suffocated. Slowly they were consumed alive. Slowly I made them feel the pain they brought into me. Perhaps you are not the great one we seek. Thank you, little ones. I did not think you were capable of that kindness. Perhaps I can give you a chance. As a token of my gratitude, you may accompany me while I watch over my friend, as long as you do not disturb me. Thank you, Xander. We might just do that. So we can now colonize this Gaia world of 30. 30. Look at that agricultural district there. Oh, you're going to be a beautiful food source. Zerg has closed their borders. It is time for war. Please bring that fleet out there. Please bring this fleet here. The Osirian consciousness has declared the Colonial their rival.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
Dude. Fuck that. Declare me your rival again, motherfucker. Prikikiti has declared war on the Zerg. Hell yeah. The Zerg is about to get wiped out and pushed back. And then we're going to get into a war with the Prikikiti, who are a bit superior to us, but we'll deal with it as time comes. We probably need another construction ship. There's a lot of things to still claim. We might even need another scientist. I'm gonna have this scientist start excavating this dig site so we can get the Time Lord Displacer to get our research boosted.
Construction complete.
And then we can have you claim that system. Palushia devastating terrorist attack. Palush democratic state today experienced a significant mass casualty event. Several radicalized citizens attacked a major cultural and economic center on Palushia, causing possibly the most devastating single terror incident in the planet's history. With a death toll of thousands and images of burning buildings fresh in the minds of the populace, this event will likely be a turning point in the civilization's history. Looks like someone got tired of diplomacy. Stuff. And Hearts and Fights, thank you so much for the 50 bits. How are you, buddy? And how did everything go with the rest of the marbles on stream yesterday? What a bizarre concept, by the way. If you guys haven't followed Hearts and Fights, you certainly should. You should also follow Banjo. So can I just get freaking all of these freaking shoutouts going real quick? They're both amazing people, and I love them. Why can't I type? But yeah. What an interesting concept. It's just RNG displayed in freaking marble form, like those old machines that used to sit, like if you went to the mall and you would sit there and you'd watch them fall down and do things. What are they called? You said the name yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, but I can't remember the name of them. Just a bizarre concept for a game. It is super chill, very chill. There's like no point in the game at all except to watch marbles. It's like the better freaking version of just chatting, right? Instead of just people watching Reddit, you get marbles. No, not coin droppers, right? Rube Goldberg machines. Yes, that's what they're called, Rube Goldberg machines. where they have the marbles like go back and they go up and they go down and they go do stuff again. I loved watching those. They had a Discovery Center at the mall in Southwest Plaza in Orange County, and would go by there and just watch that. Parents would go shopping. I'd be like, I just want to stay here. Good news. The mine that can extract minerals from the abyss has been successfully completed. For sure, only the deposits close to the surface are exploited, but by developing our technologies, we are able to reach deeper. This event is overshadowed by only one thing. Some brave souls descended into the depths of the abyss and disappeared. Probes were sent for their search, and they disappeared as well, as if the abyss did not want us to find something. Prohibit to descend into the abyss with special orders. Oh my god, what is the fucking English of this? Prohibit to descend into the abyss with spatial orders? Prohibit descent into the abyss unless special orders, I think is what they're trying to say. All right. Yeah, man, of course. Happy to come support you that way. I have typically, it's always a challenge after raiding someone when I want to hang out, but I also really need to go to the bathroom typically at that point and need to eat. So I try to hang out for a while until I'm like, all right, I gotta move. After sitting here for however many hours, I'm like, yeah, it's time to go eat. Look at our energy decline right now, by the way. Our energy is in need of some serious love. The Time Lord got a power rune. Interesting. That's from a new mod that I don't know what it has in it. Please build me research stations. All right, let's start doing this. Let's add a monthly trade of selling minerals. We're gonna sell 100 of them per month. That should give me enough energy to get me out of a positive. The Hazar system is home to an unusually dense asteroid belt that is displaying some unique properties. Several of the larger asteroids are covered in crystalline outcroppings that would suggest the presence of extremely rich mineral deposits. However, long-range sensors are tracking sporadic movement from what appeared to be several small objects or possibly spacecraft in the denser regions of the belt. We are unable to get a fix on them, but debris from at least 2 destroyed mining stations can be seen floating in space next to some of the larger asteroids. Something isn't right. Something's gonna pop out here, isn't it? I go to the bathroom and eat? Well, because typically I need to make food, right? In the evenings. And I don't happen to have a kitchen in my bathroom, sadly.
The crusade of the righteous begins.
To war. All right. You are making a beeline for this territory, I think. Where's our transport ship as well, by the way? Please go and follow them. You are going here. That's all we were going, right? On the dimensional horror, they might. Or if you mean on the something isn't right here.
Complete.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what's gonna pop up. Something's gonna eat our scientist. Real super dry.
Claimed a new world.
This Gaia world is perfect for us. Exploration on the planet has already begun. Excellent. We need to get housing and jobs. Man, we're gonna put freaking mining districts here. Oh yeah, that's because we're selling so much minerals right now, right? Oh, is he in the bathroom? You like to shit where they eat? I mean, if you do it on the toilet, right, it literally can go in and out of you in like one freaking swift movement. It appears this is not the first human settlement on this planet. A number of facilities and districts have been carefully mothballed and with little restoration will serve as our new colony well. But all records have been erased. Possibly this was a smuggler's port or a haven for political exiles. This is the world in waiting. Excellent. Make arrangements to restore the facilities. Oh, this is gonna have to do something with the worm in waiting. All right, all right. All right, you should be freaking taking that system, no problem. You should be taking that system, no problem. The Zerg should be super busy freaking fighting a war against the Prikikiti, especially with their home world about to be under threat. So we want to take as many systems away from the Zerg as possible. We are receiving a transmission from an independent space station of the Zura Corp. Welcome to Zura Corp. We are a business conglomerate operating out of the One Abyss system, specializing in trade, the very building blocks of civilization. As we like to say here at Zura Corp, please do not hesitate to contact us if you're interested in making a deal. Well met. You're like basically useless at this point with the new changes to trade. Your archaeologists have stumbled upon an ill-fated previous expedition on Gekitium 2 that perished long ago. Several minor artifacts were recovered from their desiccated remains. Interesting.